Question number 6. In this question, it is asked to balance the following chemical equations. There are totally 4 chemical equations are given, and all these 4 chemical equations are imbalanced. So here in the answer section, first we consider this first one, balanced chemical equation. In reactant side, we will first consider the hydrogen atoms. Here in reactant side, we will find 2 hydrogen atoms, and here also 2 hydrogen atoms. Totally 4 hydrogen atoms are there in reactant side. In product side, you will find like again the 4 hydrogen atoms here. Then consider the nitrogen atoms. So here 2 nitrogen atoms are there, and also in product side also there are 2 nitrogen atoms. If we consider the oxygen number of oxygen atoms, totally here we will find 6 oxygen atoms, and here only 1 oxygen atom. As a result, we will find here 6 oxygen atoms here, and here also 2 oxygen atoms, totally 8. So both the sides, the number of oxygen atoms are also balanced, and hence both the sides, reactant side as well as product side, number of atoms are balanced. Then only remaining element is calcium. Calcium has only 1 atom of its O1, and here also product side calcium has only 1 atom of its O1. So both the side calcium also balanced. Then second one. So here if we consider second chemical equation, here there are 2 atoms of sodium reactant side, and product side also there are 2 atoms of sodium. Then if we consider the oxygen atoms, so here 2 oxygen atoms, and here totally 4 oxygen atoms. So reactant side totally 6 oxygen atoms are there, and also product side also see here 4 oxygen atoms, and here 2 oxygen atoms. So these are also balanced, and as usual the hydrogen atoms also. So here we will find 2 and plus 2 hydrogen atoms, totally 4 hydrogen atoms are there in reactant side, and here also product side we will find totally 4 hydrogen atoms, and hence this reaction also balanced. Then third one, that is reaction between sodium chloride and silver nitrate, gives rise to silver chloride and sodium nitrate. So here if we consider the sodium atoms, number of sodium atoms, reactant side is only 1, and here also product side only 1 sodium atom is there. What about the chlorine? So here the only 1 chlorine atom, and product side also only 1 chlorine atom. Reactant side only 1 silver atom is there, and product side also only 1 silver atom is there. And in case of oxygen, here the element oxygen has 3 atoms of its O1, and product side also oxygen has 3 atoms. So this is also balanced. Now fourth one, a barium, if we consider reactant side, it has only 1 atom, and product side also it has only 1 atom. Chlorine 2 atoms, and here also chlorine 2 atoms. Hydrogen 2 atoms, and here also hydrogen 2 atoms. And sulfur, if we consider, has only 1 atom reactant side, and product side also it has only 1 atom. And if we consider the oxygen atoms, there are 4 oxygen atoms in reactant side and 4 oxygen atoms in product side. This is how all the chemical equations are balanced. Then question number 7. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following reactions. So here the chemical equations in the form of the statements are given, and we have to write down balanced chemical equations for all these chemical statements. So first one is calcium hydroxide when it reacts with carbon dioxide and produces calcium carbonate plus water. So here the balanced equation for the first one is like this: calcium hydroxide CaOH twice reacts with carbon dioxide and it gives calcium carbonate. It results in the formation of calcium carbonate and water also. All these statements are balanced. Just you have to have a glance at. Dear student, let us consider question number 8. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following. So here chemical statements are given. Four chemical statements are given. We have to write balanced equations for all these chemical statements. And also we have to identify the type of reaction in each case. So here we have to represent what kind of reaction it is. So first one we will consider potassium bromide. When it reacts with barium iodide, it gives rise to potassium iodide and barium. Here balanced equation is given: potassium bromide reacts with barium iodide. If you calculate the atoms of potassium, bromine and iodine are all equal on either side of the chemical reaction. This balanced equation is considered as double displacement reaction. Second one, zinc carbonate. It actually undergoes a reaction and produces zinc oxide, carbon dioxide. As a result, this reaction is considered as decomposition reaction. So here zinc carbonate undergoes a chemical reaction and it produces zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. This type of reaction is known as decomposition reaction. And here if you go through the atoms of each element in this reaction are all balanced. Then third one, so hydrogen when reacts with the chloride, it produces hydrogen chloride. The statement is converted into chemical equation, and if you calculate the number of atoms on either side of the chemical equation are also balanced, and this type of reaction is known as combination reaction. And finally magnesium reacts with hydrochloric acid and results in the formation of magnesium chloride and hydrogen. So the statement is converted into chemical equation here, and the type of this chemical equation is known as displacement reaction. So this is all of about question number 8. Question number 9. What does one mean by exothermic and endothermic reactions? Give examples. Dear student, here we have to define what actually mean by exothermic and endothermic reactions. Exothermic reactions are those reactions in which what happens, heat is evolved, heat is liberated. The reactions in which if heat is released or heat is liberated, then that kind of reactions are known as exothermic reactions. Dear students, exothermic reactions are those in which heat is evolved. In all the exothermic reactions, liberation of heat is a most important feature. For example, carbon reacts with oxygen and produces carbon dioxide plus heat is also liberated. When nitrogen reacts with hydrogen, in this reaction also heat liberated. What actually mean by the endothermic reactions? Endothermic reactions are those in which heat is absorbed. So here in this reaction heat is absorbed. So that whenever in any reaction if heat is absorbed, then it is known as endothermic reactions. For example, carbon reacts with sulfur. So and here also what happens, absorption of heat takes place. When reaction takes place between nitrogen and oxygen, and here also heat is being absorbed. So this is all of about exothermic and endothermic reactions. Question number 10. Why is respiration considered as an exothermic reaction? Explain. Dear student, you have already known that in a exothermic reaction heat is liberated. So here also, in case of respiration, what happens? The glucose combines with oxygen in the cells of our body. What happens actually during this process of respiration? Glucose combines with oxygen in the cells of our body and it forms carbon dioxide and water, and also along with the production of energy. So this energy is in the form of the heat, and hence in the respiration heat is liberated. That is why the respiration is considered as an exothermic reaction. What happens here? Glucose, it combines with the oxygen and produces carbon dioxide, water, as well as energy. Energy is in the form of the heat. So heat is liberated during the respiration, and hence we consider respiration is exothermic reaction.